This is Chris, and welcome to some certificate practice. We're going to take a look at a few things here. Certificate templates with auto-enrollment, revoking a certificate and publishing to a CRL, requesting a certificate from the CertServe site, and giving rights to publish certificate info to Active Directory. These are all things we've all gone through in class, and this is just some practice for running through the different steps. So first things first, we're going to take a look at certificate templates. So I'm going to click Start, Administrative Tools, and I'm going to open up the Certification Authority utility, which you have after you've installed Certificate Services. Now I have a certificate authority called Instructor A, so I'm going to expand that out. And I'm going to click on the certificate templates folder here. Now these are the templates that are allowed to be issued out by your CA, but we need to take a look at the templates themselves. So I'm going to right click that folder, I'm going to click Manage, and it's going to bring another tool up called the Certificate Templates tool, in which I can see the different templates that I have available to hand out. The one I'm going to focus on is this code signing certificate, which I can be used, or that can be used to digitally sign code like web content and things like that. Another thing I want to mention is some of these different templates here, like CA Exchange, Cross Certification Authority. These different templates can be auto-enrolled, and to allow auto-enroll permissions to people, you double-click on the certificate template themselves, and you click on the Security tab, and you give the 3 rights out in order to auto-enroll certificates. The 3 required rights that need to be given out are read, enroll, and auto-enroll. So those are the 3 rights that you have to allow someone to have in order to auto-enroll. Alright, so this is where you go to manage your templates at. And when you deal with templates, you also have to approve your templates by the certificate templates folder. Stuttering today, sorry. And from there, you right click and you say New Certificate Template to Issue, and you could approve whichever certificate template you're going to allow. Like code signing, if we wanted to allow somebody to request a code signing certificate, you'll notice that that one currently is not on the list, so somebody wouldn't have the right to do that as of right now. So we're going to highlight that, I'm going to click OK, and I've now set that one on the CA to be allowed to be issued out. Okay. Another thing I want to demonstrate here is revoking a certificate, publishing to a CRL. So to do that, you do that in the Certification Authority utility, same thing. I'm going to go up to Issued Certificate, and let's say this is the one I want to revoke here. This is just one I issued myself. I want to revoke this certificate. I can right click, I can say All Task, then I can say Revoke. Now I can give it whatever reason code I want to give it. If I do certificate hold, I can unrevoke it if I want, but I'm going to say key compromise. Hit yes, and if I go up to Revoked Certificates, you can see that it's listed there. Now, if I want to publish this information to the CRL, I right click and I say Publish, and you can see your options here. Issues a complete new CRL, or issues an abbreviated version of the CRL containing only the updates. I'm going to go with Delta. I'm going to click OK, and that has now been published. This being an Enterprise CA, it gets published to Active Directory. Alright. Next thing is taking a look at requesting a certificate from the CertServe site. So a user would be able to open up a web browser and go to whatever your site's name is, which my site is pretend company website called acme0.com/CERTSRV. So I'm going to go there. It's going to ask me what my logon info is. I'm going to say acme0/administrator, or whatever user name you have. Put in my password. You can also get to this site by putting in the word localhost right here with a /CRTSRV, and it won't require you to put in credentials. I'm going to say request a certificate, and if I was just doing a plain old user certificate, I could choose that there. But I'm going to go Advanced Certificate Request, create and submit a request to this CA, drop the list down here, and there's that code signing certificate template that I had set up earlier. So I can choose that. I can put in any other info here that I want, like the key size and the hash algorithm I want to use. Hit submit, hit yes, and there's my certificate. Now I can go ahead and install it by clicking that and clicking yes. It says your certificate has been installed. So now I have a code signing certificate available to my user account. The only other thing I wanted to demonstrate is giving rights to publish certificate info to Active Directory. You can do this by opening up Active Directory users and computers, and there is a group called the Cert Publishers group. So I can double click on that and I can go to members, and if I want to give, let's say, a user named John Smith access, which is a user I have, I can click OK, and there's John Smith. I've now given John Smith the capability to publish certificate info into Active Directory. So the Cert Publisher group does that for you. It's listed in the users folder of the Active Directory users and computers. Alright, so that concludes my quick certificate practice, just running through a couple things to remind people. Watch for updates on twitter.com/instructorchris, and my YouTube is youtube.com/instructorchris123. Hope this has been helpful to you.